Good morning to you. It is a Monday. That's right. Got the Monday blues. Well, we've got the cure for you. We're going to give you your HCC news and information for the next half hour. We've got some special guests joining us this morning. We'll get to those in just a few minutes. It already is the 14th of June. Can you believe that? We're almost halfway through this month. Raquel's joining me from the Stafford area. Good morning, Raquel. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing fine. Speaking of Monday blues and it being in the middle of June already, I was complaining about the rain, but now I'm complaining about the heat because I am like literally about to pass out because it's so hot.
We went from monsoon season directly into hotter than you can imagine season, and that's where we are right now. We passed the pollinating, and the next 4 or 5 months will just be hot as heck out there. So that's the way it is. But hey, we're indoors right now, so we can't complain, at least at this moment, Raquel.
That is true. I can't complain. And if you aren't doing so already, please don't forget to follow us on all of our social media platforms so that way you can see all of our up-to-minute episodes and be able to share the episode with anybody so that they can see everything that's going on at HCC.
That is right. So we've got a great show lined up for you right now. We've got several special guests on the show. But first, we're going to start off with LaSonya Bishop, Director of Workforce Programs of Volunteers of America, Texas, and also Yossarin Gentry. She is an HCC scholarship recipient. Good morning to you both. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having us a part of the show. This is just an exciting moment for us to be able to talk about the programs that we have at Volunteers of America, Texas, and our Financial Opportunity Center, and specifically our healthcare training grant.
Well, I want to talk with you about, tell us about the partnership's origins and how it all began.
Well, this partnership actually roots back to 2016 as a connection between our Vice President of Programs, Danita Wadley, who was introduced to Marsha McGee, who at the time was the Director of Business Development and Outreach, who made a wonderful connection between our organization and the campus leadership at Houston Community College, specifically Coleman College. At the time, we had just been awarded the Health Professions Opportunity Grant, which is actually a funding opportunity through the Office of Family Assistance. And we were looking for an educational partner to be able to extend this wonderful opportunity to scholarship their entire healthcare training experience at Coleman College.
So the scholarship covers the whole program for them at Coleman. Is that how it works?
So once a student is accepted into their program, that is where the funding actually begins. So their prerequisites into the program would not be covered, but as soon as they are accepted into their program, it covers their tuition, their books. It also provides transportation assistance and just any other supports that would help the student to be successful in their program.
You mentioned something very important, which a lot of people don't really realize when you talk about helping a student with a scholarship. It's one thing to pay for the books and the tuition, but if you can't get to classes each day, that's not going to help you. And you guys, the scholarship helps for transportation needs as well.
That's right. So at the Financial Opportunity Center, which is, of course, a bigger picture than just this particular scholarship we offer. We have a wraparound service model that actually highlights income supports, employment and job placement resources, as well as financial literacy. So we know that if basic needs are not met, a student has more difficulty in being able to successfully complete their program. So that is actually a very integral piece of some of the support that is provided around this scholarship opportunity.
Yossarin, I want to bring you in on the conversation. Tell me, as a recipient, how has this helped you personally? And we heard how it helped with books and tuition, but transportation needs as well. You got to get to and from Coleman.
Yes, the scholarship was very helpful. It really allowed me to focus on schoolwork, studies, without just having that stress of finances. The process was also very easy, and Volunteers of America has helped in so many other ways, like throughout the pandemic. So I'm really appreciative of the opportunity.
What advice, Yossarin, would you give people who are seeking assistance, other students who may be interested in this program?
I would just say never give up. I know with a lot of scholarships, it's really competitive, and sometimes it can be discouraging. But I would honestly say never give up. Submit as many applications as possible.
And LaSonya, I imagine you have ultimate goals for the scholarship. What are some of those that you kind of touched on them earlier, but what would you like to do for these students? Not only help them get through school, but what would you like to see them do after they're finished?
That's a great question. So beyond the scholarship, our Financial Opportunity Center actually provides employment and job placement, career readiness that really centers around getting a student just, very intricately ready to go into a very competitive workforce. So the financial opportunity as a foundational route for this scholarship just really provides an excellent wraparound to fully complete a comprehensive picture of getting into a training, successfully completing that training, then of course going into the healthcare field, which now we know is just an integral piece of our society right now, coming out of a pandemic and many other disasters that have happened.
Boy, it sure is. Yossarin, I want to ask you, what were your goals going into Coleman, and what are they now? Where are you hoping to go as your future, where it would take you?
So my ultimate goal was obviously to graduate, which I did. I did receive my ADN. And now I'm actually in University of Texas RN to BSN program. So I am continuing my education with University of Texas.
When you continue after you finish your education, where do you see yourself going, and what would you ultimately like to be doing, say 5 or 10 years from now?
About 5 or 10 years from now, I think I actually want to open my own medical spa. So that's a big goal of mine, and also I'll probably be in a program to be a nurse practitioner.
Wow, that's a great goal. And LaSonya, it's got to be good hearing students that have benefited from your scholarship continuing on with their journey. She's now off at UT.
This is the ultimate success story, Todd. And just, as I stated earlier, this scholarship really focuses on a comprehensive model of support for students that go through our training programs. Danita Wadley, our Vice President of Programs, is really passionate about walking with students along with this journey and just really seeing them through. As she stated, she's completed her initial degree and she's bridging up. That is also another component of our scholarship. We want to see our students to continue to advance and do great things in the world. And I think that's exactly what we have here in Miss Gentry's story. So we're just excited to have her on with us today to talk about this opportunity, which is still available until September of this year. So students still have an opportunity to apply if they're interested.
That's what I was going to ask you next, LaSonya. I imagine there's a high demand for these scholarships, and you have to go through an application process and be selected. What are the first steps if you're interested?
The very first steps, if you're interested, would be there are actually a couple routes you could go. We do have a program representative physically at Coleman College on Wednesdays and Thursdays all day long, so they could go there to initiate the screening and scholarship process. Our building and our office is physically located at 4808 Yale Street, Houston, Texas, 77018. They can come by for an appointment setup, a virtual setup. We have curbside. We really are trying to tailor to meet the needs of any student that is interested in applying for this scholarship.
That's a great opportunity. And as you mentioned, you got to apply early. The application is the first step. Yossarin, I imagine you've had a chance to get out there and work as an intern in the field. Are you still doing so as you move on into UT?
So as of right now, I don't have any clinicals at the moment, but probably next spring, which that'll be my last semester, I will have a few clinicals. So I will be rotating in the hospitals.
I know that's got to be exciting. I want to ask you one final question, Yossarin. When we went into the shutdown, little over almost approaching a year and a half ago, what were things initially like for you? Were you questioning your future as things were going on? Did you think it was going to delay you? And what was the experience with the virtual learning for you?
Oh my gosh, yes. I did think that it was going to delay me, and it actually did. HCC pushed us back a semester. So I was very disappointed to hear that. I was not happy about that at all. But I can honestly say, like I said, Volunteers of America really helped even throughout the pandemic, just to keep pushing, just that support, and again, not having to worry about those finances.
Yossarin Gentry, one of our recipients from HCC. Now moving on to UT. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
And we also want to thank LaSonya Bishop. LaSonya, thank you for joining us. You're the Director of Workforce Programs for Volunteers of America. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. I just want to especially send a thank you to Dr. Jeff Griecar, who is the Dean of Health Sciences, and also Dr. Nicotera for allowing this wonderful opportunity to continue. Thank you so much for having us on the show this morning.
Absolutely. Thank you. All right. We are going to move on. And if you're interested in the programs or Volunteers of America, we'll put some links in the social media post for the show. We've got a second guest on the show, and I know he was having some issues logging in. Let me see if he can hear me. Freddie, are you able to hear me? It looks like he can hear me, but I don't think we can hear you, Freddie. I think we've got some audio issues on your end. Let's see. Well, we'll see if I'll tell you what we'll do, Freddie. Let's see if we can get your audio working. I'm going to move on to Raquel and check in with our HCC news and information. If we can get your audio back up, Freddie, we'll go ahead and jump over to you because I'm definitely interested in talking with you. All right. Raquel is joining us from the Stafford area, as always, every Monday with our HCC news out there as well. Raquel, what's going on out there?
Well, thank you so much for having me every Monday. You know, it seems like every week passes by and there are multiple things that take place. So in Missouri City, they recently opened a new landmark facility in commemoration of the city of Stafford. I'm not too sure if people are familiar with the city of Stafford. It's a very small town, about 7 miles and so on. And before the city of Stafford was incorporated, you know, they were, how should I say this? It was pretty much like Missouri City. And so a lot of things took place in Missouri City, but until they broke off and created its own, you know, city, they wanted to build a landmark facility to commemorate them. And so this facility is full of all kind of cool things. It has a workout center, places for individuals to just mingle and things of that sort. So that's pretty new out there. And also there was this woman that, okay, it's kind of a touchy situation in the story. This woman, she was battling cancer and she started to go through chemotherapy, but she really turned her adversity into a triumph as she walked her way through her cancer battle. You know, she didn't allow the chemotherapy to bring her down or to just take a toll on her health as it already was. And so she is from, I want to say she's from the West Coast. So she started to walk throughout her journey, to keep walking. And she said, if I keep walking, then I can walk my chemotherapy out of me. And I've never heard of that before. And so to see what she did was truly inspiring. So she started all the way from the West Coast and she walked her entire, she found the OST, the Old Spanish Trail, and it led her through all the way down, all the way through Stafford. And so she visited Stafford not too long ago. Mayor Cecil Willis awarded her with a proclamation to just continuing on in her fight. And so that was pretty interesting to see that. And her name is the Mission Walker. So
yeah, I was in Stafford the day she was doing that. They were setting up stop on by. We had a meeting with Mayor, your new mayor out there. And when I left the meeting, they had a little reception area they set up for her that she was apparently coming through that afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was amazing. I wish I would have been able to be out there as well, too. But to see the city come out, to see all of the council members come out and walk with her through her journey was amazing. So I was happy about that. And speaking of just miracles happening. The Coalition to Combat Human Trafficking is continuously putting forth new initiatives to combat human trafficking. And so what they have recently discovered, which was more cost effective for them, they normally do snack bags where they go out and they provide snack bags for women or anyone who is in need of some sort of nourishment or any particular essentials. And so they found out that the snack bags were okay, but they became tedious to get their mission out there. They would post the human trafficking hotline number on the snack backpack. But, whenever somebody's done with the bag, we immediately just toss it. But so they found out that, they put labels on water bottles, and being that it's hot and it's the summertime, people are going to continuously drink water. And so they placed their labels on water bottles and they're passing them out. And a lot of organizations reached out to them to do, I want to say one organization is doing 100 cases of water. So we all can do the math of how many water bottles are being, how many labels are being placed on those water bottles, and the mission is being spread out. So that's pretty amazing. And that's what's been going on in Stafford and Fort Bend County. If you aren't doing so already, please follow us on all of our social media platforms at HCC Stafford TV Studio on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter to keep up to date with all of our latest features.
All right, Raquel, we're going to try. We got him guest in for Music Monday, and I'm trying to see if I can hear him. Freddie, can you hear us? He can hear us, but it doesn't look like the mic is working with getting him in. So let's see if we can reschedule Freddie. I really appreciate him being here, but we've got a couple of technical difficulties. We'll get it fixed, and maybe we can get him on again this week. So Freddie Pate, we wanted to talk to him, so we're going to get him back on this week if we can do so. All right. Raquel, let's get back to our news and announcements. The foundation is up and running with their scholarships, obviously. But in order to get a scholarship from the foundation, you've got to apply. You got to go through an application process, and their deadline is approaching tomorrow.
Yes, their deadline is approaching tomorrow. You don't want to miss this opportunity. Just like the beautiful student was on it earlier, just expressing how important it is to continue to apply. Don't miss out on these opportunities when applying. So the deadline is tomorrow, June 15th. So please, if you have questions, just visit the hccsfoundation.org/scholarships. You don't want to miss this opportunity.
Okay, another thing that's going on you don't want to miss, the MBDA virtual subs and sandwiches with HCC's Small Business Procurement Business Development Program. That is happening Wednesday, June 16th. They used to have these programs in person. They're doing them virtually right now. You can check our events calendar. It's Wednesday, 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. You can check them out. And also Good Vibration Summer Audio Workshops are coming up. That's also happening, I believe. It starts this weekend, Raquel.
Yes, it starts this weekend, and I'm just intrigued by the name, especially when it comes to audio. And so it's about learning how to make music with HCC professor, Appleton certified trainer, David Sharma. The workshop includes music theory, creating beats and sampling and remixing. As I'm reading this, I wish I could sign up because I'm a music lover, and just being able to sit behind the scenes to see the makeup and the anatomy of how beats are produced and things. I think that's pretty cool. So it's happening at 10 a.m. all the way to 2 p.m. on Saturday, on every Saturday in June. Well, let me not lie. It's not on every Saturday in June. It's on June 19th and June 26th. So we will also have the registration link in our post after the show. So if you are a music lover, if you like any type of music, I don't think that you should miss out on this. So make sure you follow the registration link to register.
Well, technically, you're correct because it's every Saturday in June, every Saturday that's left. We only got a couple.
That's true.
You're right. Yeah. All right. Since campus art galleries are closed, student artists from all across HCC are showing off their works through exhibitions that are happening virtually through Instagram. It's called Gallery Without Walls, and a non-juried exhibition featuring students' classes throughout the entire system is ongoing right now. You can check them out through a very long link, which we'll put in the social media post for the show. All right, Eagle Promise is starting up, and Raquel, we are kicking that back in. You can earn your degree for free.
Can we repeat that again? Can you earn your degree for free? I can tell you that Houston Community College offers limitless resources for students to obtain their degrees. So please don't miss out on this opportunity, students. If your federal and state grants and scholarships don't cover all you need for an eligible HCC degree or a certificate, Eagle Promise Dollars will. Eagle Promise Dollars will. Don't wait. Apply today at hccs.edu/free degree. Come on, free degree. It doesn't get any better than that, you all. I think it's especially important during this time that we get out there and really obtain a degree. And it doesn't, HCC doesn't discriminate when it comes to age. And so I feel like it's never too late to go to school. So seek whatever opportunities that you can and earn your degree for free.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool the way this works because we have federal grants, we have state grants, we have scholarships, and this free degree program basically picks up the cost that those grants don't cover so that you're left literally not having to take out a loan to pay for your college. So your grants pick up some of it and the Eagle Promise picks up the rest. You can't beat this, folks. So hccs.edu/free degree is the way to go. Make sure you sign up now, sign up early, and get in the program. Okay, summer classes, they're now underway for the first session. We've got another session coming up soon, and then we have fall enrollment, which is available to enroll on as well. You can enroll today. You have online anytime, online and a schedule. Both of them are online. And then you have a hybrid lab and hybrid courses. They are ones where you can take some online and then some in person. And then we have people and students meeting on HCC campuses right now for in-person classes. We kick those off with the first summer session. They'll be increasing throughout the summer and then in the fall of 2021. You want to make sure you sign up early because a lot of these classes are very small. They fill up fast. In order to get the class you need, the instructor you want, and the time, make sure you sign up today. Go to hccs.edu/now to register today. All right, tomorrow on the show, we got very special guests tomorrow.
Yes, we congratulate one of our own HCCTV staff members, Cayo de Argan Cruz, who won a Bronze Telly Award for the video you just saw on Safe Return to Classes. We are so proud of him for all of his achievements as an international student and talent. And honestly, I've had a chance to work hands-on with Cayo, and he is just intelligent, he's brilliant, and he has a true passion for what he does. So just to see him being awarded as a Telly Award winner is just amazing.
That's right. So Kyle will be on the show tomorrow. And also it's Culinary Tuesday. So we'll have a very special guest there. And later this week, we've got guests discussing fitness, film. Of course, we have the Family Fun Thursday, virtual Family Fun guest Thursday. And then Freddie Pate, we're going to get him back on later this week. We'll talk about some musical legends with him as well. All right. Thanks for being here on the show. We look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow. Raquel, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. And I hope everyone has a blessed week.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow live, 10 a.m. right here on Up to the Minute.